everyone. It's now time for episode 18 of my season of Card Sharks BigJon for the PC. And I have 4 Skype guests and C3PO626, JaguarsFan2012, justin271995, and leafsfan18. And the current champion on my side is Justin with $200 in his pocket. Unfortunately, he busted in the money cards last time, and he was not able to win the jackpot either. And this time he's elected to go head-to-head against leafsfan18.
And I will win.
We'll see about that.
And I've also, and as I mentioned off camera to Matt, I've got a Dr. Pepper. So get the gas masks ready, folks.
Anyways, I wish Justin and Mark good luck. And Justin, first question is to you. First question always goes to the champion. Justin, we asked 100 dog owners, and we asked them, has your dog ever seen you naked? How many of these 100 dog owners said yes, their dog has seen them naked?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
In just a matter of seconds, we went from TVG to TVPG.
Now, I have no comment with that, but I'm just gonna take a stab in the back and say 21.
21 out of 100 dog owners said their dog has seen them naked. Mark, higher or lower?
Like Justin, I have no comment. I will say higher.
Going higher. The actual number of these dog owners who said that their dog has seen them naked is 68. It is much higher.
Right.
That's still a lot. Mark, your base card is a 4.
Higher.
Okay, higher than a 4? Yes, the queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen? Yes, the 9.
3.
Freezing on the 9, not giving Justin a chance at the cards. Mark, the next question.
Don't take any chances.
Yep. And Mark, the next question is to you. Mark, we asked 100 child psychiatrists, and we asked them, would most kids be happier if their parents were more strict? How many of these 100 child psychiatrists said yes, most kids would be happier if their parents were more strict?
Oh, gee. Well, I'm thinking that this is probably going to be a low number because, well, I know some parents are strict, but if all of them were, then I don't think a lot of kids would be happy. So I'm thinking this will probably be a low number. I'll say 12 of them.
12 of 100 psychiatrists said that most kids would be happier if their parents were more strict. Justin, higher or lower than 12?
Well, I do kind of happen to agree with what Mark said, but I'm not sure if I should go higher or lower. But I'll just say, to go with the odds, I'll just go higher.
Going higher. The actual number of the child psychiatrist said that a child will be happier if the parents are more strict is 66. It is much higher. Justin, Justin, your base card is a 9. You can play it or change it.
I gotta change that card. I don't want it.
Changing that 9. I rightfully don't blame him. The 9 becomes a 7. A little better.
Ooh. Higher.
Higher than a 7? Yes, the queen.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a queen? Yes, an 8. The number after 7. Number after 7.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 8, not giving Mark a chance at the cards. Justin, next question is to you. Justin, we asked 100 single women. Do you secretly hope a man keeps trying when you say no to him? How many of these 100 single women said yes, they secretly hope a man keeps trying when she says no to him?
Maybe a low number. If I'm understanding this correctly, 23.
23 of 100 single women said they secretly hope a man keeps trying when she says no to him. Mark, higher or lower?
Higher.
Thinks it's higher. The actual number of the single woman who said that they secretly hope a man keeps trying is 40. It is higher.
Alright.
Now, Mark, you have a 9. You can play it or change it.
Oh, change that 9, please.
Changing that 9. The 9 becomes an 8.
Ouch.
Not the best change.
Oh boy, I'm in a tough situation here. I'll take a chance and say lower.
Okay, lower than an 8? Yes, a 6.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 6, not giving Justin a chance to the cards. This is the 4th and final question. Someone must win on this play of the cards. And the question goes to Mark. Mark, we asked 100 oil company presidents. Should the U.S. use force, if necessary, to make sure the Middle East oil keeps coming? How many of these 100 oil company presidents said yes, the U.S. should use force, if necessary, to make sure Middle East oil keeps coming?
Just because you necessarily demand something doesn't mean the demand's going to be met. So, I'll say 36.
36 of 100 oil company presidents said the U.S. should use force, if necessary, to keep Middle East oil coming. Justin, higher or lower than 36?
I'll try. Normally I normally go with the odds, but I'll try lower.
Going lower. The actual number of these 100 oil presidents who said that they should use force if necessary is 43. It is not lower, it is higher. Now, Mark, here's the situation. This is the last play of the cards. You need 1 card to win. Justin needs 2. Your base card is a 6. Justin's is 2 higher with an 8. Now, but Mark, you won the question. You can play the 8 or you can change it. Or you can pass it to Justin and he'll have to play the 8.
Wait a minute. I thought my card was a 6.
I did say it was a 6.
Oh. Okay, okay, I guess I must have heard wrong or something.
Yeah, you must have.
Alright, okay, I'll play it, but change the 6.
He's going to take a chance and change the 6. And the 6 becomes a king. That's a great change.
Lower!
For the first game of the match, lower. Yes, the jack. And Mark wins game number 1.
Alright!
Justin, this is make or break for you.
Alright.
We're dealing out the cards. We're getting ready for game 2. And the first question for round 2 goes to Justin. Justin, we asked 100 women in Nashville, Tennessee. Would you like to be reborn as a woman again? How many of these 100 women in Nashville said yes, they would like to be reborn as a woman again?
Okay, 55.
55 of 100 women in Nashville said they would like to be reborn as a woman again. Mark, higher or lower?
Oh boy, this is somewhat up the middle here, Justin's answer. Oh boy, I'll try going higher.
Going higher. The actual number of these women in Nashville who like to be reborn as a woman is 84. It is higher.
Alright.
Mark, your base card is a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 6.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 6, not giving Justin a chance at the cards. Mark, the next question is to you. Mark, we asked 100 married women. Now, this is a really funny one. Mark, we asked 100 married women. Would you be able to recognize your husband if he took his clothes off and put a bag over his head? Oh. Now we lost him. Oh, hold on, everyone. Oh, hold on, guys. Great. We're under some technical difficulties here. So we'll see if we can sort this out.
Alright.
Well, it seems we got our technical difficulties out of the way, and we got ourselves back on the call. And as I said, the next question is to Mark. Mark, we asked 100 married women. Would you be able to recognize your husband if he took his clothes off and put a bag over his head?
What?
How many of these 100 married women said yes, they would be able to recognize their own husband if he took his clothes off and put a bag over his head?
What? Oh, they've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding me. You know, if there was an option, I could just refuse to answer this, but since I have to answer it, I'll say 75.
75 of 100 married women said they'd be able to recognize her husband if he took his clothes off and put a bag over his head. Justin, higher or lower?
Well, before I answer, I just gotta say that again, I have no comment on that question.
Me either.
Me neither.
But I'm gonna have to go lower.
Going lower. The actual number of these married women who said they'd recognize their husband if he took his clothes off and put a bag over his head is 90. It is not lower. It is higher. Mark, you have the 6. You can play it or change it. And for the record, I have no comment on that question either. Mark, play the 6 or change it.
I'm going to change it.
Changing the 6. The 6 becomes a queen. A great change.
First of all, I wonder what Aubrey would have to say about that question if you were on the call.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mike, you're right. I'll go lower.
Lower than a queen? Oh no! Another queen.
Ah!
Justin, you have to play the card. You didn't win the question. It's a 7.
Higher.
Taking a chance. Higher than a 7?
No.
Oh no! It's a 4. Justin, next question is to you. Justin, we asked 100 marriage counselors. Would there be fewer divorces if all couples were required to live together before they got married? How many of these 100 marriage counselors said yes, there would be fewer divorces if all couples are required to live together before they got married?
12.
12 of 100 marriage counselors said there would be fewer divorces if all couples are required to live together before they got married. Mark, higher or lower than 12?
Gotta be higher.
Gotta be higher. The actual number of these marriage counselors said there would be fewer divorces if their couples live together is 40. It is higher. Mark, you have the queen. You can play it or change it.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. Yes, the 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4? Yes, the 7.
3.
Freezing on the 7. This is the last play of the cards. Last question. Someone must win on this play of the cards. And the question goes to Mark. Mark, we asked 100 women. Did you lose weight first before buying new clothes? How many of these 100 women said yes, they'd lose weight first before buying new clothes?
What kind of questions do they think? What kind of a show do these question writers think this is? I'll say 61.
61 of 100 women said they'd lose weight first before buying new clothes. Justin, higher or lower?
Lower.
Think it's lower. The actual number of these women who would lose weight first before buying new clothes is 22. It is lower. Okay, here's the situation. Justin, you won the question. You both have a base card of a 7, but Justin, you need 4 cards. Mark needs only 1. Justin, this is make or break for you, but you won the question, so you can change the 7 if you want to. What's it going to be, Justin?
Well, we both have 7s, but he cannot change his.
Correct.
No, I wouldn't be able to change mine if you pass to me. You, on the other hand, can change yours since you won the question.
Yep.
But yet you don't have as many cards to turn over as me.
Yeah.
Right. You have to turn over all 4. I only have to turn over 1, so I have a bit of an advantage right now.
Justin, what are you going to do? Are you gonna?
I'll try playing. I'm gonna play it, but let's change the 7.
He's gonna take a chance and change to 7. Now, Justin, this is make or break. So if you goof, Mark wins. Your change is an 8.
Oh boy.
Higher.
Higher than an 8? Yes, the Jack.
Lower.
Lower than a Jack? Yes, the 9.
Lower.
Lower than a 9? Yes, the 4.
Higher.
For the second game of the match. Higher? Yes, an 8. We are going to sudden death. In this round, only 3 cards will be dealt out. And the first question goes to... And the first question, I believe, goes to... who was the last one who had it last time?
Well, that last one for round 2 was sudden death, and it was to me, so Justin would have
Yeah,
the
so
first.
Justin, the game is thinking of a number between 0 and 100.
What kind of question is that? What?
50.
50?
Yes.
Yep, 50 is the number that Justin thinks the number between 0 and 100 is 50. Mark, higher or lower?
Well, at least you don't have to deal with a PG-rated question this time. Higher.
Higher. The number between 0 and 100 that the game is thinking of is 19. It is not higher, it is lower. Justin, your first card is a 9.
Change it.
He's changing the 9. The 9 becomes a 5. A little better.
Higher.
Higher than a 5? Yes, the Queen.
Lower.
For the game of the match. Lower? Oh no! It's an ace! Mark, opportunity for you. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4? Yes, the 9.
And I cannot... Well... Oh, no, wait. It's only the base card that I'd be able to change, and in this case I couldn't because I didn't win the question. But I am going to freeze on the 9.
Freezing on the 9. And we're going to question 2. The next one is to you, Mark. Mark, we asked 100 people gambling in Las Vegas. Did you wager $100 on the single turn of a card? How many of these 100 people gambling in Las Vegas said yes, they wagered $100 on a single turn of a card?
Okay, well, I happened to be in Vegas a couple of years ago, but I didn't play any of the card games. In fact, I didn't really make any big gambling wagers at all when I was in Vegas. But just because I wasn't willing to doesn't mean that other people wouldn't be willing to, so I will say 75.
75 of 100 people gambling in Las Vegas said they wagered $100 on a single turn of a card. Justin, higher or lower?
Well, if I were old enough to go to Vegas, I probably would have bet a whole lot more than that. So I'll actually go higher.
Going higher. The actual number of these people who gambling in Las Vegas said they wagered more than $100 on a single turn of a card is 49. It is not higher. It is lower. Now, Mark, you can play the 9 or change it.
Change that 9.
Changing that 9. The 9 becomes a king. That's a great change.
Lower.
For the game of the match. Lower. Yes, the 4. And Mark is the new champion. And Justin, you will be leaving us with $200. We'll bring you back for another episode. And Mark, we're going to bring you over to the money cards. And we're going to deal the cards out. And Mark, we're starting off the first level with $200. Mark, going to start at the first row with $200. Minimum bet's $50. Moving to the next row, we'll give you another $400 of betting money until you get to the top card, the big bet, or you must risk at least half the money. And of course, if you double all the way, then that is $32,000. And a reminder, Mark, you have the option to change the base card 1 time per line, and your first card is an 8.
Let's change that 8.
Okay, with number 1, 2, or 3?
Number 1, please.
Changing that 8 with number 1. And this is the only change for the row, and your 8 becomes A deuce!
All right, the whole pot higher.
$200. Higher than a 2? It's a bonus chance. You now have 2 chances at the bonus. At the bonus. We're going to replace the card.
Higher.
Again, can't lose with the 2. Betting it all. Higher than a 2? It's an 8!
The whole thing lower.
Again, the whole thing. $400 lower. Yes, the queen.
The whole thing lower.
Again, lower than a queen. Yes, the jack. You clear the board on the bottom level. $400 more. You have 2,000, Mark, and you have the base card of a jack.
Everything lower.
Again, shooting it all for $2,000. Lower than a jack. It's another bonus chance. You now have 3 chances to get the jackpot.
Same bet lower.
Betting it all again. Lower than a jack. Yes, the 7. $4,000 and a 7.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to change the 7.
With 2 or 3.
Number 3.
Changing that 7 with number 3. And the 7 becomes a 6. A little better.
Okay, I'm gonna have to play conservative on this. $1,000 higher.
Bit of a chance here. $1,000. Thinks it's higher than a 6. Oh no, it's a 3, but that was a good move, Mark. You have a good base card of a 3. You have $3,000.
Everything higher.
Betting it all. $3,000. Higher than a 3? Yes, an 8. Mark, this is a big bet. You have a base card of an 8. You have $6,000 in your bank. You must risk at least $3,000. Do you want the 8 or you can change it?
Let's change that 8 with the last spare one, number 2.
Okay, changing the 8. The 8 becomes a queen. That's a great change.
I've got the balls to do this, the whole thing lower.
Come on, for $12,000. Lower. Yes! A 7. $12,000 plus $200 in the game. Mark, you have a one-game winning total of $12,200, but you have a chance, you have 3 to be exact, at an $80,000 jackpot. Mark, you have 3 chances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Question before I make my first choice.
Yeah.
If I were to win this jackpot, would I be the highest single episode winner on your season so far?
Yeah, you would best Corey's high score. He ended up winning a $70,000 jackpot.
Okay, then there's a lot at stake here. And unfortunately, these only go up to 7, so I can't pick my usual. Let's try 5.
Trying number 5. Is it behind 5? It is not. But Mark, you have 2 chances left.
Number 3.
Number 3. Is it behind 3? Yes, it is! Mark, you are $80,000 richer! And Mark, in one game, you have managed to win $92,200.
Holy crap!
Congratulations, Mark! You are $92,200 richer, and you get to play again. He'll meet another competitor next time on Card Sharks. See you later, everyone.